Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, December 30th, just about to start a new year. We've got the Ask Me Anything happening for the CrossFit Linchpin private track. I've checked out the questions that everyone submitted. There's some fun stuff to cover today, and it is a little fun and lighthearted today, which is great. Nice way to close out the year. And then we'll do a couple Linchpin shoutouts. I've got that folder open. I'll grab a few at random, and we'll have a great day. All right. So the most upvoted question was from Patrick S. And I always feel the need to say that not me, a different Patrick S. Who I see is watching. Hello, Patrick. Let's see. Based off of Linchpin Conversations number 219, of all the workouts you've created and programmed for Linchpin, what are your 3 favorites and 3 most hated and why? Okay, the most upvoted question. Good question. I'll give you a full disclosure on this. When people ask questions, even if they're lighthearted and fun in nature, I take answering them very seriously. Like, I do if necessary, a tremendous amount of research. And so, when you ask me for my top 3, that means it gives me a slight panic attack. Like, that means I have to go through the thousands of workouts that we've done and systematically eliminate and give you the true top 3. So I'm here to tell you, I can't give you the true top 3. I would have to do that right. It would be weeks of research, and I would need a team to do it, and there'd be pie charts and all kinds of weird things happening. So I'm going to give you 3 that just upon casual reflection, I like very much. And then the 3 most hated, I don't really know if I hate any of them. And I'm not being funny when I say that. I mean, a lot of them sting. I might hate that. I might hate the intense amount of pain and fire that they produce in my body. But that's also, in a weird way, what makes some of them my favorite. So those 3 are intertwined, to be quite honest with you. So hopefully I don't disappoint you with my answer, Patrick. I'm just going to give you a few workouts that I enjoy. Okay, I had one saved on my desktop. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Move this. So there was one that did jump right into my mind, and I couldn't remember the exact rep scheme. I knew that it was dumbbell thrusters and burpees. I mean, so right there you've got a home run. And I knew that it was short and sharp. So right there, another home run, right? Which might also be why some people hate it, because it was such a relatively short time to maintain high intensity, just stinger, burner of a workout, that it might be one of those ones that people go, ugh, never want to do that one again. In a weird way, I like those ones. And I knew that the rep scheme was a bit of a trap. Again, things that I love. And I did a little research, and I finally found what it was. It was from May 16th, 2020. So it's been over a year. And thank you, Patrick. This is now at the forefront of my mind, and it may have to make a resurgence in the upcoming training sometime in 2022. Here's what it is. You grab a pair of 50-pound dumbbells for the men, pair of 35s for the women. You've got a space on the floor to do burpees. You've got all you need. It's a 2-part workout. You do the first part, you rest 5 minutes, and then you do the second part. The workout was 6, 9, 12, so ascending reps of burpees and then dumbbell thrusters. So the burpees came first to make the dumbbell thrusters, which are miserable already, even more miserable. What a glorious treat that was. And the rep scheme, intentionally low. The trap was set. 6, 9, 12. How bad could it be? As it turns out, it was really bad. 6 burpees, 6 thrusters, in case you're unfamiliar with how this works. 9 burpees, 9 thrusters, 12 burpees, 12 thrusters, stop the clock. Regular old school burpees, right? Not getting overly complicated. Don't need to jump over the dumbbells. Don't need to jump over a box. Don't need to jump over a barbell. Don't need to jump over a house, your dog. You're just doing old school burpees. Everything touches the floor. Jump up, fully extend your hips, clap your hands over your head, hold yourself to a good standard. They are wonderfully effective. And since you're fresh, right, that was the first of the 2-part workout, that's why the reps went up. 6, 9, 12. Then you got the 5 minutes rest, And it was the same two movements, same rep scheme, but now reversed. The reps went down. 12 of each, 9 of each, 6 of each. That was it. That was it. Small rep scheme. I mean, out of 6, 9, and 12, only one of those numbers is double digits. 2 out of the 3 rep ranges are single digit numbers. And the one that is double digits, it's a 12. It's not like it's a 15 or a 21 or a 25 or a 30. It's a 12. It's barely double digits. So this workout had all the gorgeous elements of a trap, and it delivered the goods. And I remember, even though I created this, even though I made the darn trap, I wholeheartedly fell into it and just perished. Because these are not bad movements for me. I'm one of those psychos that I actually like thrusters, and I'll even double down on that and say that not only do I like thrusters, I prefer dumbbell thrusters. I know I should check myself in for psychological evaluation. I'm not sure why. And I also don't mind burpees. So this workout, I was like, this might bury a lot of people, but it's not going to bury me. Oh, it buried me. And I remember, and that almost messed with my head more than normal, because I went in so confident that it was going to be a good experience. And somewhere in like the first workout, the 6, 9, 12, when I finished the round of 9 and I still had that final round of 12 left, I was like, oh no, this is terrible. And so, yeah, that workout makes me smile. And thank you, Patrick. We're going to have to blow the dust off that one and bring it back. Other ones that I really liked, I got a spreadsheet called open here. Like I said, I take this very seriously. Other ones, and there's a bunch. I've got a bunch saved on Instagram as well. I'm just going to give you a couple ones of the Linchpin 12 tests. That first one that I mentioned, there's not one of the 12 tests. It's just a workout that I created. But there's a few of the 12 tests. I mean, I like all the 12 tests or they wouldn't exist. But there's a few that, again, I really enjoy as well. I like test 2. It's simple and understated, but also really challenging and devastating. Test 2 is 3 rounds for time, 5 ring muscle-ups, 10 squat cleans, 135-95, and 20 box jumps, 24 inches, 20 inches. 3 rounds, 5 ring muscle-ups, 10 squat cleans, 20 box jumps. Again, a simple, innocent triplet that somewhere in round 2 is so much harder than you thought that it should be. That I really like that one. Of course, test 5. Test 5 is just a grinder, and a lot of you raging psychopaths out there in internet land and the Linchpin community love it as well, which again just means that you're my type of crazy people. Test 5 is, for time, 20 back squats at 225 pounds or 155, then a 2-mile run, and then you come right back to the bar for a final set of 20 back squats at the same weight. That's a great one. It's a bruiser, and again, you can certainly have some holes in your game and do well at test number 5, right? Maybe you've got no ring muscle-ups, can't walk on your hands, your overhead strength is terrible. Like, there's no gymnastic elements in that. But as far as just some head-to-toe strength, a back squat's a great head-to-toe strength indicator. And then there's a run distance in there on fatigued legs from the first set of 20 back squats that you're just not going to do well at if you've been neglecting your engine. Yeah, maybe you can suffer through a 400, you can suffer through an 800 or a 3-round workout that's got a couple 400s in it, but you've got a 2-mile run to knock out after 20 back squats. That's no joke. So I like test 5 a lot. And then, well, there's one I'm going to mention here in a bit. I also like test 6, quite frankly, and it doesn't come up that frequently. And again, I should probably blow the dust off this one. You need a wall ball, a pull-up bar, a kettlebell, and you're going to do some handstand push-ups. And it's 4 rounds, 21 wall ball shots, 18 pull-ups, 15 kettlebell swings, and 12 handstand push-ups. Do them kipping, do them strict, do them however you like. But So it's got some loading in it, but the loading's not a barbell. The loading's a wall ball and the loading's a kettlebell. And they're decent sets each time, which I like about this workout. There's a unique challenge in there. It's 4 rounds. Each set of wall balls is 21 shots. Each time you go to the pull-up bar, it's a set of 18, which initially might not look that bad, but 4 sets of 18, that's no joke. Sets of 15 kettlebell swings, and then the 12 handstand push-ups are far more challenging than most people will realize, and all the reps just add up to a fair amount of volume, and there's a lot of interference in that workout, and it's tough to catch your breath anywhere. That I like test 6 a lot as well. So that's going to be some of my answers there for you. And of course, there's several workouts I love that I didn't create, like Helen. Everybody knows I'm in love with Helen. Okay, let's see. Next most upvoted one, still just slightly sick from my children. Far better. I mean, I am on the mend, but far better than I've been. Elvio, here we go. Elvio C. Desert Island question. What 3 to 4 workouts do you do for the rest of your life and cover as much as possible of the 10 general physical skills and the 3 metabolic pathways? Great question, and I have to give the same caveat that I did at Patrick's question, which is this is going to be a lighthearted and fun answer to this one with some consideration given to what would be a nice smattering of workouts, but not the intensive hardcore analysis that I would really give if you really said, no, this is it. You can't change. Can't be like, oh, I forgot about this one. I do far more research. And as a matter of fact, Adrian and I, because this question has been asked in the comments on the Very Not Random podcast as, hey, would you guys do that for a show, like Trapped on a Desert Island? What are the 3 or 4 workouts that you would do? And I've expressed this to Adrian as well. I'm like, yeah, great topic, fun topic. But if I'm going to just say these are the 3, I'm going to need some serious time to make that decision because I'm going to take it like it's life or death. So with that being said, these are a bit lighthearted, but I think they're good for just a quick thought process. So you said 3 or 4, so I'm going to give you 4. Okay. Luckily, also, this doesn't have to happen, right? We don't have to make these choices. Luckily, we're not trapped on a desert island. But if so, one of the 4 would be a heavy day. Runners up for what it would be. It'd be tough to not say a back squat, so that would be really high on my list. But you might want to get a fast lift from ground overhead. Maybe it'd be a clean and jerk. Maybe that was what it would be with the full clean, so you're still getting below parallel. Now you're not going to get as heavy as you would on the back squat, but it's you wouldn't be shortchanged if you just did heavy squat clean and jerks for the rest of your life either. But I'm probably going to go with the back squat. That's probably what I'm going to go with. So my one heavy day is going to be the back squat. Now I've got 3 workouts left. This is in no particular order, by the way. I think I'm going to go with something, again, just short and sharp, a metabolic stick of dynamite that somebody just lodges into your esophagus and lights the fuse. And that would probably be the one that we've done multiple times, which is every 3 minutes for 10 cycles, 12 calories on the Echo Bike, the air bike for men. I think it's 8 for women or 9 for women. I think it's 8. So every 3 minutes, 12 calories for men, 8 for women on the Echo Bike or the Assault Bike for 10 cycles. That's it. What an absolute bomb. And one of those workouts that when the uninitiated look at it, it doesn't look like it's enough, or it looks like a joke, or it's one of those ones where people go, that's it? That's all we're doing today? And if you pedal casually, that's a very fair assessment. Pedal casually, at the end of it, you're not going to feel that taxed. But as we say here at Linchpin, if every time you get on that thing and it's time to go for those 12 calories, you pedal in a manner that is reflective of, as if the devil is chasing you. It's borderline, you're attempting to end your life on the bike through just making your internal body just explode with how hard you're pedaling the bike. And you accumulate those 12 calories in, there's some animals out there. We're talking 15 to 25 seconds, somewhere in that range. you will not be wondering why it's such an effective workout 3 or 4 rounds into this. And at the end of 10, you will have dread the next time you see it come up. So that would probably be my second workout choice. And if I couldn't have a bike on the island, I would do something similar to that, sort of a stimulus. It would be a 10 by 100 meter dash day. It would be a 8 by 200 meter dash day, but it would be something like that. Short, sharp, interval sprint, because kind of like a heavy day, there's just nothing else like it in the world. You got to do it. Okay, got 2 workouts left. Now I think, we had just the dedicated heavy day, where we're back squatting, whatever it happened to be. And we had just the metabolic conditioning day. Well, I'm going to go with a day that's just some body weight, but it's more than one thing. I'd be hard-pressed not to include in that something like a Cindy. What a gorgeous workout. It's going to give me a 20-minute time domain. I'm going to go below parallel with the air squat, a beautiful upper body push with the push-up. I'm going to do pull-ups every round as well. It's not just gymnastics, but I've said this before. If you think that the only way to get strong is with a barbell, I think you're making a grave miscalculation in how potent and powerful body weight movements are. And you can switch it up. I could do chest apart pull-ups. I could do strict pull-ups. I could do hand release push-ups. I could do jumping air squats. Cindy's fantastic. So I think Cindy, for just a great head-to-toe gymnastic strength builder, beautiful triplet 20-minute time domain. Again, I could have done a lot more research on this and gone crazy. I think that's a fair one. Now my last one, I'd like to get a mixed modality in there where I've got weightlifting, monostructural, and gymnastics, and maybe I'm in that 10 to 15 minute time domain with like a moderate loading. I think would be great. And for something like that, there's a lot of good candidates, but I might take something like Linchpin test number 12. So for test number 12, you need a barbell loaded to 135 or 95. You need a climbing rope and a place to run. And Linchpin test number 12 is 400 meter run, 15 clean and jerks, 3 rope climbs, 400 meter run, 12 clean and jerks, 2 rope climbs, 400 meter run, 9 clean and jerks, 1 rope climb. I think between a heavy back squat day, the craziness on the Echo bike or the sprint day, Cindy, and something like Linchpin test 12, that moderate clean and jerk for reps and some 400 meter runs and some rope climbs, I think I'd be all right. I think I'd be okay. So that's where I'm going to land on that one. Okay. Final most of the top 3 upvoted questions is from Tyler S. I like this question a lot, by the way, Tyler. You've talked about assessing fitness through the lens of a stock market portfolio. And if somebody knows which episode that is, it's something I coined. Basically, I think I called it the fitness stock market, where I do exactly that. I kind of, your highs, your lows, good day, good week, bad week, those all happen in both the stock market and your fitness, but you have to take a step back at the week, the month, the quarter, the 6 months, the year, and see where is the trend going. Is the overall trend going up in a positive direction or going down? Because you can have a bad day or a bad week in fitness and still have the overall trend for the last 1, 2, or 3 months definitely up. That's just life. That's good to go. Now, if the 3-month trend is going down, time to check something out. Okay, sorry, let me get back to the question. But we did a Linchpin conversation about that, so if you're interested in that, do a little Google search for Linchpin conversations, fitness stock market. Okay, Tyler Stearns. You've talked about assessing fitness through the lens of a stock market portfolio. Some days it's up, some days it's down. Do you have a way to quantify that so you can adjust training focus as necessary? For instance, my endurance and flexibility stocks are low, and my strength and coordination are high. So should I invest more of my weekly training volume towards the low stocks? Great question. And how fun that you carried the theme, the stock market theme through it. So I'll carry it through with the answer. So here we go. My short answer is, so many things are solved with consistency that it's crazy. So most of your concerns, for most people, now there's always somebody that's the unique case that it doesn't work. So I get that, but I'm talking most people, most of the time, in most circumstances, will have certain areas that are better than others. Strengths, weaknesses, areas of proficiency, areas of deficiency. That you're just a normal human being, right? There's very few people that are like, I'm perfectly balanced everywhere, and most of us just have stuff we need to work on. You've identified it. That's great. Now, with patience and consistency in your training, you're just showing up every day. You are not cherry picking the workout, right? You just scale if needed. You make a good decision, and you do that 5 days a week after week, month after month, with good sleep, good nutrition, and some stretching. The overwhelming majority of the time, without doing anything else, you are fine. You're great, and that's assuming that you're following intelligently designed, laid out programming that doesn't have biases, okay? Because if the training that you're following, the programming that you're following does have biases, well, that might actually explain why, in your own words, strength and coordination are high, endurance and flexibility are low. Well, if whatever you're following neglects those things, well, then they'll never improve because they're never going to pop up. So if you're following good, well-rounded programming, like we do here at Linchpin, you'll get plenty of those by just showing up every day, making good decisions, scaling if needed, hitting with the appropriate amount of intensity, and everything will rise. But that requires consistency and patience, because getting back also to the stock market deal, we're looking for nice, slow, steady, sustainable, incremental improvement. Not the sharp spike up where the stock quadruples in one day. That's great, that's rare, that's also usually not sustainable, and something bad's about to be around the corner. We're just looking for that nice, incremental, gradual improvement in your performance. And good, well-rounded programming will give you that, like we do here at Linchpin. But in order for that to happen, again, you need to not cherry-pick workouts, and you need to be consistent and just make that deposit every day. So, and I can say that with extreme confidence, getting back to the stock market analogy, that consistency pays off. Because if you are following good, well-rounded training, one day is going to be that heavy day, right? And that's where you're great. The next day is going to be something like Cindy, long, not a barbell in sight, 20 minutes, and you need lungs as well to get through that. Then the next day is going to be sprint day or 800-meter repeats, again, an area that you could improve upon. Well, then the next day it's DT and barbell cycling comes out, and you're happy again. So you're going to get all of these things, and if you show up every single day and do whatever is programmed, it's all going to work in this beautiful symphony as it should. Now, if you're not doing that, instead of hitting the 5 workouts each day, you're hitting 2 to 3, well, you might be missing out on exactly those ones that are so beneficial to you. That's an entirely different story. But just showing up every day and doing the workout every day, if we're getting back to the stock market deal, that's like dollar cost averaging, which, I know there is in my head, but I didn't have a beautiful definition for it, so I copied and pasted the definition off the internet. Dollar cost averaging is an investment strategy in which an investor divides up the total amount to be invested across periodic purchases of a target asset in order to reduce the impact of volatility on the overall purchase. The purchases occur regardless of the asset's price and at regular intervals. So here's what that could mean in the stock market, right? Let's say that you're a big baller. You just got so much money you don't know what to do with it. You're going to invest, there's 52 weeks a year, you're going to invest $52,000 in the stock market this year. And so on one day, you just put $52,000 into whatever mutual fund it is in one day. Could have been a good day, could have been a bad day to do that. That's it. 52 grand in one day. Well, that's doesn't sound good, right? Doesn't sound like you hedged your bets a little bit. That would be the same. Maybe you nailed it. Maybe you did it on a great day. Well, that'd be the same thing with if you just did a random workout on one day and then didn't do it for a long period of time. Maybe you did exactly the workout that you needed, but maybe you didn't. But you put all your eggs in one basket. Well, now we've got that $52,000, and instead of doing it all in one day, we're going to split it up quarterly. Once a quarter, we're going to make it. And so 4 times a year, we're going to deposit $13,000 into the stock market. Well, great. I mean, now you went from 1 day to 4 days. You still invested the overall same amount, but you got it in 4 days instead of one. You've got a better chance of spreading it out a little bit. You probably got a good day, a mediocre day, or whatever day, but your average is going to be a little bit more in your favor than just randomly rolling the dice on one day. And we can carry this out. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. We don't want to do 4 $13,000 stock purchases over the year. So we're going to divide up monthly. On the first of every month, we're going to put $4,333 in. Still comes out to $52K. And now we're dividing it up over 12 iterations instead of one. And you can see as we play this out, you're covering your bases a whole lot more. And the most amazing situation, again, if you were this big baller with $52,000 that was going to put in, it comes out to $142 a day. So maybe you had some auto draft set up where every day at 10 a.m., $142 gets put into the stock market. Whether it's high, whether it's low, whether it's in the middle. And then you did that every day for 365 days. Still comes out to the same as you doing 52K in one day, but you're probably going to have a much healthier stock portfolio with that dollar cost averaging. Now, take it back to the fitness realm, doing well-rounded, intelligently programming with beautiful variance, and you show up every day, you're dollar cost averaging your fitness. You'll have heavy, you'll have light, you'll have long, you'll have short, you'll have chippers, you'll have AMRAPs, you'll have everything that you need. And at the end of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, you'll be in a very good position. A very good position. Now, sorry, I hate coughing while doing any form of media. It bothers me greatly. You can take it up with my children. Even though everything that I just said there is true, and it works, some human beings want to speed up the process. Like what I just said works with patience and consistency. Patience and consistency win the race in the fitness journey. But if you want to throw a little extra wizard pepper in there, you're a little impatient, that's okay. Human beings are human beings, and this is a wonderful right that you have. There's a difference between want and need, right? You don't need anything more, but you may want a little something more. So if you did truly identify these deficiencies in your game, part of your subscription to Linchpin, you get BTWB. Phenomenal. BTWB has these specialty programs that I have raved about before with good reason. There's 15 or more of them. If you open up your app and you tap on, you go to the home screen, tap on the 3 lines in the upper left-hand corner, you'll get a drop-down menu, and one of them will say Programs. And one of those programs have just body weight programs, how to get your first pull-up, muscle-up, handstand walk, handstand push-up, regular push-up, a bunch of other stuff, toes to bar. They're like 6 to 8 week programs expertly laid out with everything that you need. You can just add them to your training. They have ones for barbell, back squat, deadlift, bench press, clean and jerk, snatch, 6 to 8 week just linear progressions to just focus in on a lift like that. What you could do is pick one of those programs, the one that you feel you would benefit from the most, and add that in and do a little bit on the side. Linchpin members have been doing this for a while and they really, really enjoy it. So you should ask in the private Facebook group how people have worked them in. Do they do them before, after the workout, all that good stuff, and I think you'll get a great response. So that would be that. Let's see. Let's do some Linchpin shout-outs. All right. I'm going to take the top 3 here. All right, number one. Oh, yeah. Man, my wife is sick as well. And unfortunately, the baby's sick also. That's not good. Regular babies are challenging enough. Sick babies are very challenging. All right, this is from Rob B. I loved this when he posted it in the private Facebook group. So he says, and he's a dad as well, got a baby. He says, I'm committing to a few new things in this new chapter of my fitness. Number one, whenever the option is given for not for time, I will take it, no matter what. Number two, I will let go of my old numbers, times, and scores that the younger me was able to do, to accomplish, and I will just give it my all every day. That's amazingly freeing, by the way. And number three, I will enjoy the process. Happy Monday, Linchpinners. If more people gave themselves the grace and release of pressure that Rob is committing to, they would enjoy fitness so much more, and I bet things would go better for a whole bunch of people. All right, second one. It's from Daryl H. Let's see here. It says all the PRs and community. So this week I PR'd my 3 rep max power clean, 2 rep max front squat, 1 rep max squat clean, my 30-minute time trial, JT, and Randy. Holy cow, that was in 1 week. It's been a good week. I'll be doing the 40s tomorrow, something jumping jacks or dubs. Let's see. All this to say, wow, the programming. I don't do the accessory work. I'm in and out of the gym in about an hour, a little bit more on that on a heavy day. I'm 44 years old. I've been doing CrossFit for 4 years. PRs should be few and far between, but with CrossFit Linchpin that has not been the case. It's simple, it's sustainable, it's brutal and fun, all at the same time, and it's downright effective. This community pushes and encourages you through the screen. Man, the world could use more encouraging people around each other on social media like we have here. All the videos and podcasts have made me a better coach. So, very cool. Some wonderful things to say about Linchpin. But this kind of gets back to the earlier question from Tyler in the fitness stock market. All those things that Daryl just said that he PR'd on, that right there is a display of all the different things that occurred in 1 week. That's some variance. Not just going heavy, not just doing body weight, not just doing endurance. Like if you show up every day, the workouts are going to have all the flavor you need to cover all your bases. And again, if you want to do something a little extra, those BTWB specialty programs are fantastic. Okay, final one is entitled Consistency Pays Off and Scaling is Cool. And this is from Kathleen M. This was for in the Ingrid workout, which is snatches and burpees over the bar, which she scaled. And she says, I kept the same 55 pounds as my last attempt for Ingrid. And for comparison, she PR'd by 3 minutes and 53 seconds. So she did the same workout a few months later, same loading, PR'd by just about 4 minutes on it. I can't believe that after a summer of completely scaled workouts due to a broken hand, consistency pays off and doing something is far better than doing nothing. Thanks, Linchpin. I'm on cloud 9. Scaling is cool. Scaling works. And again, circling back to what she just said, and I mentioned it a second there with Tyler, consistency. Consistency, I mean, not months or weeks, but putting in months and years of intelligent decisions, good days in the gym, intelligent programming, dial in the diet, get some sleep, good things happen. This is a long game. It's not a sprint, it's a long game. So that's it. Okay, the snow has stopped. I probably need to shovel my driveway one more time, which is annoying, but you got to do what you got to do. I hope everybody out there is happy, healthy, and safe as we close out 2021. From the bottom of my heart, it's been another amazing year with Linchpin. I'm honored and blessed that everyone allows me to be a part of their life, and thank you for letting me in and help you with your long-term health and fitness journey. We will keep doing what we're doing in 2022, delivering the truth in fitness. We will continue to do what is popular. that was a Freudian slip. We will continue to do what is effective, not necessarily what's popular. So that's that. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk later.